Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I hope you've had a good day so far. My name's Shaban. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for watching the videos over the last few days as well. I'm loving the feedback. Please feel free to leave comments and we can try and interact, as that is the beauty of this platform. I've just been watching the Uefa Champions League draw tonight, and then I've been on air, so apologies this is slightly late, but I just have to speak about the UEFA Player of the Year, Alexia Putellas, and of course all of her contributions to Barcelona and to Spain. And I just can't go over just how absolutely phenomenal she looks. I mean, I'm I'm in love. I'm actually in love with her, and I'm so in love with her as a player, as a person, and what she's achieved in her career is just absolutely outstanding. She recently, of course, won the Ballon d'Or, and what's interesting is about that growth of women in football and how their platforms grow so massively when they are linked into these massive awards and massive categories as well. And that's something that we've seen of Alexia Putellas. I think that the night she won the Ballon d'Or, she went from like 200,000 followers to 1 million followers that night, and she's really like changed the landscape of women's football and shot to stardom, and she really is this poster girl all over the world now, and one of the best forward players that I think we've ever seen in the women's game. She really is different gravy, and where you might not, where you maybe think you would have heard more of her, of course, would have been the Euros, which just happened here in the summer, which didn't happen because she got an injury just the day before the Euros started, which was just such a nightmare for Spain because they were really missing her and Hermosa. But Alexia Putellas winning that award, and she was in that category with, of course, our own. When I say our own, I mean purely, not, I'm a Scottish woman, not as an English woman, but for Beth Mead at Arsenal. And I know Beth personally, and I was really hoping that she was going to get one of these awards and one of these accolades, because again, I just think it's outstanding recognition for the likes of Beth Mead and what it'll do for the league here, for the Women's Super League, when you get players like Beth, and like we've seen with Viviana Miedema, just start to really make a name for themselves on those massive stages and then come back to the leagues is just outstanding. Alexia Putellas, of course, plays for Barcelona. She is out now with an injury for probably the next season anyway. She's done her ACL just the day before the Euros, which was an absolute shame, but one of the most prolific goal scorers of the season, and as well moving forward she has that to offer because she's still so young as well. But to see her pick up that award in such outstanding fashion, she looks like she's at the Oscars, like wow, standing next to Karim Benzema as well, who won it for the men's category. No massive surprise there, but yeah, wow, fair play to you, Alexia Putellas, you deserve it, and so much more. Also in that category as well was Lena Oberdorf for Germany. Wow, love her. Also plays for Lyon, who won the Champions League as well. Just an absolute credit to player. But I think we could all see it coming that Alexia Putellas was going to win it, and it felt like maybe there would have been question marks over that because she didn't take part in the Euros as well. But you're probably looking back at her contribution last year as well, instead of what happened at the Euros. And Beth certainly had a strong season last season, as did Lena Oberdorf, and both Beth and Lena had such good strong Euros, so I also thought possibly they would have definitely been in for a chance, especially England and Beth Mead after winning. But there you have it. Somebody who also picked up an award, England looking quite tasty just now, of Sarina Wiegman. She won the manager in the women's category. She was up against the Germany coach, von Tesselberg. And yeah, just Sarina Wiegman just seems to be hitting every single right note at the minute. And I heard some really interesting stuff about Sarina Wiegman through a reliable source from inside the England camp, about her management style and about her ruthlessness. And I suppose going into the Euros, with her coming in, there was that instant impact when she called up the squad, and you knew that she had left out Steph Houghton, who'd been the captain for so many years, who'd been to so many major tournaments, who's a prolific figure here in this country for women's football. And when she didn't get the call up to the squad, that was certainly, oh wow, like, this woman does not mess about, and she certainly makes the calls based on how she sees it and how she wants it to be. And that's exactly what happened throughout the Women's Euros. And I'm so pleased to see a manager like her, perhaps the best women's manager in the world, you know, well, if not the best women's manager in the world. She's such a strong figure, and to win back-to-back European Cups is quite the accolades. And now you've got to look at her decision moving forward to the World Cups as well. You know, we know that two of her big players, you know, have now stepped back and decided to retire, Ellen White and Jill Scott as well. Two massive legends in 2 days to step back from international football and club football, but they will be missed in terms of their experience when it comes to that international stage. And one thing that I'm really excited to hear about Sarina Wiegman is that she will not let any player call it, not one player, and what she believes and what she trusts is that she's going to see through. And I heard about when the Steph Houghton thing happened, I remember thinking, oh, that's pretty savage. You know, you would think that you would keep her there to offer something to that England side. It's not how she works. I've heard that players have been told and have been read by Sarina Wiegman on very public situations and very public briefings when it comes to the team, that she stands for absolute no nonsense. And I don't know about you, but I like that. I really, really like that. And I think when you get the opportunity to play at that level and to represent your country, and for her to take it the way she does, it's only an absolutely incredible thing. And I just wanted to use this opportunity as well to look ahead to the call-ups as well, because of course with Jill Scott not being there and Ellen White not being there, that opens up a platform to different players coming in. Ebony Salmon coming in as well from the US. She used to play here at Bristol. I watched Ebony play a couple of times and I thought, wow, she is a wonderful player, and great to see her get that recognition and get that call up as well. But the future of England, what is it? Because there was that question over, should Alexia Russo be starting over Ellen White? Surely that spot will be Alexia Russo starting moving forward, and what's to come in the World Cup as well for England just next year. And I think that's what's important about the momentum of this competition as well. Knowing that it's just around the corner, and knowing that, you know, England are absolutely going and could be going in, you know, with a strong chance, especially when they've got a manager like Sarina Wiegman, who is so ruthless with the decisions that she makes and so strong with the football that she wants to play as well. And yeah, I'm excited to see what may come. And I know I'm very, very, very early days yet, but I think England could be in with a decent chance. But then again, of course, you're going up against the US. You've got Australia, who are on a magnificent side as well. And the rest, you would have Spain back in there, possibly with Alexia Putellas, you know, who won that award tonight, back in the squad as well. But yeah, I just wanted to say a quick message to let those little thoughts out, and just to like idolise Alexia Putellas. Look at her, look at that absolute queen tonight up there collecting her award, and fair play to Sarina Wiegman as well.